It's the day. It's new car day, the big reveal. And yes, it's an EV. We're going to go and collect and get a handover of a new EV. I can't believe it. We're going to take you guys with us. We're going to drive there in the Porsche Taycan, and it's the big reveal. What car is it? What EV is it? Who knows? Well, we're going to find out very shortly. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel also, and also click that little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Hey, I'm fully charged. There we go, all fully charged. Let's get this one put away and let's get on the road. EV day, the big reveal, 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 see what I did there? Anyway, come on, onwards. There's something great actually, isn't there, about picking a new car up, and it's the new car smell as well, isn't it? It's a exciting day, always an exciting day, and that new car smell, you can't beat a new car smell, and the handover of the keys and stuff. Super excited. Come on. Hey, well, come on, get inside the car. We ain't got any time to waste. Right, okay, so little tease here, right? So what car is it? Is it a Chinese EV that we're going to go and collect today? Is it going to be a German EV? What is it going to be? Is it going to be a Tesla? Should have bought a Tesla. Should have bought a Tesla. Is it going to be an Ioniq? Well, I'm going to let you into a little secret. The car that we're going to get today is German. It's actually German. This is German. So what are we going to go and collect? Who knows? An electric car though, an EV, an EV. Can I squeeze through here? Come on, get in your own lane, van. There we go. Don't want to scrape my car on the way to collecting a new car. Anyway, so it's German. What is it? Can you guess? Don't fast forward. Don't fast forward. Let me know in the comment section what car you think it's going to be. There is always something special about collecting a new car, isn't it? And they make it special for you as well. It's a big purchase. I mean, it's like purchasing a house. I think next to purchasing a house, I think purchasing a car is one of the biggest expenses that you can make, and it's a big investment. So it is a special day, and they try and make it special for you. Coffee, some of them give you flowers, etc. When I've picked up Porsches in the past, I've had flowers, I've had little cups and saucers and everything. They make it little gifts, and it's the service that adds to that new car day as well. It's not just the new car, it's the overall experience of collecting a new car. It's a big thing, and this is going to be great to see a new car being handed over and the keys handed over. The only thing is, nowadays the keys are not quite keys, are they? A lot of them are cards and electronic devices. There's something about having, I think, a real key that makes it special. Putting the key in the ignition and turning it on and switching the engine on, but with an electric car you can't do that. With Porsche you actually have keys, but you don't put them in anywhere. It's basically just the keys for my car are here, and it looks like a key, but it isn't. And you used to be able to plug it in and switch it on in the old cars, but not now. It's all gone. That was the special bit, wasn't it? Put it in, twist it. But anyway, come on, let's get there. Now, is that an electric car in front of me there? The new one there, the E206 GT. Now, as you know, I'm not a massive fan of electric cars, but I have said that they do have their own place. And something like that, an E206 or whatever, a little car is ideal. Nip to the shops, nip around town, plug it in when you're at home overnight, ideal. Long journeys, absolutely not. But as like a second car, and that's where I'm coming from when I have my rants about EVs, I think in 2035 I think we should carry on having petrol and diesel cars, but also put in it electric cars in the mix as well for round town, because that is where they excel. But on long journeys, absolutely not. Right, here we are. Let's park the milk float up and let's go and see what new car we've got. Here we go. Let's back this thing up. Come on. Oh, exciting days. There we go. All right, okay. Here we go. Are we in there? Are we in? Back up a little bit. Actually, the only problem with this car is it's so low because of the aerodynamics. It hits the curb, so I've had to just put the suspension up there a little bit. That's it. Okay. And we are parked. Right, milk float off, my friends. Come on. Well, are you coming then? We're actually at Rainworth Skoda. Now, I'll let you into a secret. It's not me that's collecting a new car. It's a viewer who got in contact with me. And he said, do you want to come and see me pick up my new car? I said, what is it? And he said, it's an EV. And I said, okay then. He said they've been really good, and he's had an Ioniq before and now he's changed it over to a Skoda, and there's a reason for that. So I said, yeah, all right then, let's get your story on camera. So we're going to meet him, we're going to hand over of the car, we're going to get the handover of the car because he's going to get the keys, etc. He's going to tell us a little bit about the experience he had with an Ioniq and also the experience he's had here with the Rainworth Skoda. Now, I've dealt with Rainworth Skoda in the past before, years ago, because I used to do all their advertising when I worked at the Mansfield Chad newspaper, and they're very well renowned, so they are a really good dealership. And also, by the way, they're part of the VW group, which is part of Porsche, so they're good cars, excellent cars. EV, well, let's hear his side of the story as well. The Ioniq part of the story is really good, actually, very interesting. So let's get in there, let's see the handover and have a look at the car itself as well, which would be quite interesting. It's a different car. Come on, onwards. Right, okay, so it's not me who's picking up the new car, it's actually Nigel here.
It's me.
So yeah, and your good lady here, who is?
Noreen.
Noreen. It's an exciting day today, new car day.
New car, and we've come all the way from London to Rainworth Skoda.
Is it Rainworth or is it Rainworth? That's the question. Is it Rainworth or Rainworth?
Well, I'm going to call it Rainworth, and they have been super, great service, fantastic salespeople. And from a leasing business point of view, we are delighted with the deal we've got.
And you've chosen Skoda.
Yep.
But you had an Ioniq before.
Ioniq 5.
An Ioniq 5. Now, you had a few issues with that.
We did. We had, I think, 13 issues with it. And annoyingly, 3 of the issues they couldn't get parts for, and they still can't get parts for it. So the leasing company have taken the vehicle back. It's been formally rejected. It's been a very friendly handover and a goodbye. And we've parted as friends, but the car's gone back.
The car's gone back. They couldn't get the parts for it then.
Yeah, 3 of the parts they couldn't get. The rear window was one of the parts for definite, and there were 2 other parts. I think one was a wiring loom, but they just couldn't get it. And it's really frustrating for the dealership and for the leasing company, of course, because they can't get the parts. But guess what?
What? Go on.
Breaking news. they can get the parts for the new cars on the production line, but not for the parts if your car breaks down.
Amazing.
Can't they just take them off the production line?
Well, there you can think about it, wouldn't you?
That's nuts.
That's crazy, isn't it?
I've actually dealt with Rainworth Skoda before. I used to do all their advertising many moons ago. In fact, these have been going since 1969, which is the year I was born.
Really?
And I did all their advertising for them when I worked at the Mansfield Chad, and they are a really good dealership. And I actually spoke to the guy over there. He's going to get me the figures, by the way. He did say he's going to get the figures, and just confirm that, aren't you? He's going to confirm it, that 1 in 5 cars, I'm going to confirm this in a minute and clarify it, that they have to sell is electric. Now he says they've been lucky because their brand is quite a loyal brand. People are loyal to the brand, and they haven't had to sort of like go full in on selling people electric. It's just happened. But 1 in 5 that they have to sell. So he's going to get me that information as well.
It's interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. Yeah. I didn't know
Why
that.
did you choose Skoda then?
Well, I chose Skoda because after the disappointment and the failure with
The
Hyundai, yeah. We looked at Skoda originally, but we couldn't get one. It was 2 years ago with the pandemic. You just couldn't get one. So when the Hyundai went back, we looked around at all the cars. I think I drove about 9 cars in 14 days, electric cars. And that car, one hand down with everything. It's got great cargo boot space area. It's lovely. It feels very luxurious. It's well put together. It's got a great spec. Standard, apart from we put the interior leather and the metallic paint, but a lot of extras, not so good on it, are there without having to fork extra money for. And I think it represents excellent value for money.
One big burning question. Why EV? Why electric?
Well, it's about finance, and the reason that is because in the London area you get charged £15 every single day you drive into the congestion charge zone.
Yeah.
Now that does, for me as an electric car, I get that back. It's a 0 rated car. You don't have to pay if the car's registered with TfL.
Yeah.
And they see it's
I
an
registered
EV.
mine, so my EV, I can go into London.
Exactly.
And I don't get charged the congestion.
So for
charge.
me, it's a no-brainer as a business to have an EV.
They're removing that though, aren't they?
They are in December 2025. That subsidy
Dangled the carrot.
is being removed. But
Yeah.
funnily enough, does it make any difference to congestion? Not at all. Because I think congestion in London has been manufactured.
Really?
Absolutely. Road narrowing scheme, shorter times at traffic lights,
Ooh.
diversions around. It's an absolute nightmare.
Now that is controversial.
Yeah.
Ah, that's interesting. I never actually thought about that, to be honest. And also, because they dangled the carrot with tax exempt, wasn't it? Tax exemption with electric cars, which is being taken away. It's not road tax anymore,
And
is it?
no, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, you need to check this out, Mr. McMartin, because you would know that I think they removed the congestion charge subsidy for hybrid vehicles, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong, but you need to check that out.
Comments down below on that one.
Yeah.
What do you think to hybrids?
I think they serve a purpose, but for me, it had to be an EV because of the money saving. As simple as that.
Would you go back to diesel or petrol?
Well, I must tell you that a diesel engine car is by far the best car I've ever driven. The initial grunt, the initial pull,
Absolutely.
the
I
torque,
couldn't
the
agree with you.
economy, it's phenomenal.
So you're not an evangelist. You're not evangelists. There we go. Well, it's still an exciting day anyway. It's
It
a
really
new
is.
car.
It really is.
We've got that new car smell. You've got a great dealership here as well.
Yes.
So we're going to find out exactly. It's going to be interesting because he did say that they have to sell 1 in 5 of the cars has to be electric, and that is what they have. They're specified.
Can I just say one last point?
Yeah.
I came all the way to Mansfield to buy this car
Yeah.
because they looked after me in a really professional, friendly way. Obviously, they gave me a good deal. That's why we're getting our car from Rainworth Skoda in Mansfield.
I'm not
Great
sponsored, by the
customer
way.
service.
We're not sponsored,
I'm
but
not,
they
am
are. They are
Are
great.
we?
This
Great
gentleman,
customer service.
you watched the channel, and then they got in touch with me. And Rainworth Motors and Rainworth Skoda are very good. I'll put the link in the description down below. Let's go and get your car. Come
Come on,
on.
let's have a look. shall we?
Yeah, hand over. Right, I've got Adam, the other side of the camera here. It's a bit complex on the 1 in 5. It's not actually 1 in 5. You were saying it's a certain percentage.
So it's more of a global emissions target that they have to meet by making sure there are so many registered within a period of time.
Global emissions target.
Yeah.
Right, so Skoda's actually registered so many.
Over the years, they've registered so many electric vehicles to make sure they're meeting the requirements of
Registering those vehicles though, does that mean they've sold them or they just
Yeah,
register
so they'll
them?
register them as pre-reg vehicles, which
Pre-reg.
eventually do get sold off
Yeah.
a pre-reg marshal to make sure they hit within the
Within that criteria. Brilliant. Okay, just check everything online because I don't want slamming from YouTube or people saying I'm wrong. So check the information and pop it in the comment section down below. Anyway, let's get this handover. Come on. The moment here has arrived. Handover time. Here we go.
Here we go, Nigel. Keep
Thank
your
you
brand
very
new
much.
Enyaq.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you very much for your time and patience with the whole process. It's been
No, thank
fun.
you. I'm glad we got a car and I'm glad it's exactly what I wanted. Thanks very much indeed.
No problem at all.
Right, okay, so that was the car. Now then, Adam, tell us a little bit about this car because I'm a bit jealous because it does more range than my Taycan.
That's correct. So currently as a full charge, we've currently got 398 miles showing on the clock of this vehicle. What we have here is an Enyaq 85 edition. It has a sweet interior, so Nigel's gone with the leather interior, which is a beautiful finish within the vehicle. With it being the new 85 battery, we now have a faster charging and a longer range on the vehicle. The Enyaq 85 also comes with some Simply Clever features which Skoda have across all of their range. Would you like me to show you them now? Would you like to see some of the features that they do?
Yeah, let's head over and have a look. Come on.
So one of the features Nigel wants to show you is one of his favourite features from the Simply Clever section that Skoda have across all of their ranges. So I'll let Nigel show you what it is that we have here.
Okay, so if you go somewhere and there's a pay and display, or you're doing a job and you have to display a parking permit, sometimes they fall off the dashboard, they fall down in between the screen. Not with a Skoda, with its clever feature. It has a parking clip attached to the windscreen. You just slot it in, it springs closed and holds it in place. That is Simply Clever.
So some of the other Simply Clever features you'll find within most Skodas nowadays, one of the most popular ones is we have an umbrella within the door pocket. So as convenient as it can be, when it's rainy day and you're in your car, straight out comes the umbrella and you've got access to it from the door. Some of the other features on the Simply Clever, if you come around to the boot area. So within the boot, we have these hooks that come out from the side of the car. These are to help you store your shopping and to make sure your shopping doesn't go all over the vehicle. You can just hook them onto the side and they're there. You have a parcel shelf, which has a quick access knock-off feature, so you just tap and it's away. So these are a few of the features that you can find, along with an ice scraper. So in the winter, when you're looking for your ice scraper, using your bank cards, don't worry because Skoda has
Where does that go?
This slots just into the side, just in there. Now it also works as a tyre depth gauge, so there is a measurement on the corner so you can check your tyres. Again, just so simple, so convenient, and it's something that Skoda do across all of their range. So inside the Enyaq, we have this beautiful infotainment system, which controls pretty much 90% of what the car does and how it functions. So near enough everything you'll need to control within the Skoda Enyaq will be done from the infotainment system. Beautiful display screen, good size, really easy to use. You can control your heated seats, your climate control, everything from your car connectivity is all within this featured screen here. Now Skoda have realized as well that it's nice to have a few quick access buttons. So just below the infotainment screen, we have some of these straight features here. So if you want to access your climate, rather than trying to find it through the screen, we can access it from the buttons down below. You also have all your driving mode features and your parking features down here as well.
Right, so they're on the way now. Adam's handed over the keys. Nigel's on his way, and he's a happy chappy, I think, isn't he? He's a very happy chappy. So there you go. So if you want a Skoda, get yourself to Rainworth Skoda. I'm not sponsored, by the way, because you know me and EV cars, but it's a lovely car, nice inside. Great salesman here as well, perfect. Are you core salesman now, or?
Yes, we are. We're business development team leaders. So we have Tony, who works the Mansfield area, and I'm Adam, I work the Sheffield area, but you can speak to either of us and we can help you if you need help look up.
Really? Even if you want a petrol or?
Petrol, diesel.
You still do diesels?
We still got the odd ones knocking around. Second hand, you name it, we can do it.
Diesels as well, there you go. Brilliant. I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to ask you the question, or you can say no comment. Do you like electric cars?
Yeah, they are okay. They have a place in the market.
That's what I've said.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have their place. Ooh, moving. Don't crash it. Not yet. Right, anyway, we'll go and see him off. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll put the link to Rainworth Skoda in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.